Welcome into a special edition of the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com. I'm Tom Leach, along with Keeneland's Director of Simulcasting, Jim Goodman. We're going to take a look at a couple of stakes races on Sunday and on Monday, President's Day, and it includes a couple of early Kentucky Derby preps. We'll start with one of them on the Sunday card, Jim. It's the fifth race on Sunday at Santa Anita, the Grade 2 San Vicente for 3-year-olds at 7 furlongs. And where did you land in this one?
Well, my friend Joe El Rosario is flying out from Gulfstream. He's going to make a stop at Santa Anita on Sunday and come back to Oakland on Monday. So I'm going to go with Kobe's Back, the 6 horse on the outside. The horse raced very well last time out. Rosario or 2 times back. The Cash Call Futurity, I think he can throw it out. I think he clipped heels and almost went down. So Rosario tells me a lot that he's coming back to ride this horse. And the horse ran behind Shared Belief, and even though Shared Belief won by 7 in the Hollywood preview, I'm going to take him to recover for John Sadler. The other horse I like in here is Our Pretty Boy Floyd. Probably a decent little price. Brice Blanc has been riding very well out in Santa Anita recently. He's usually a turf rider, but he won a couple races on Thursday out there. So unknown trainer, might get a 6-1 price, something like that, but pretty impressed with the 2 races earlier and ran behind Bayern, who came back and won impressively, like 20 lengths the other day. So that race looks a lot better. Even though he's a maiden, I'm going to take him for a price behind Kobe's Back.
Well, I'm going to take Roger Rocket. I didn't like any of the horses that had a little more experience than Roger Rocket, and these Baffert horses, have seen a lot of them really improve in their second time out, which is the case for Roger Rocket. And he had a little bit of trouble in his last and still came on to win it. So I'm going to take Roger Rocket, and Kobe's Back's the other one that I like for a lot of the reasons that you mentioned. So I just box those 2 in an exacta, but take Roger Rocket for the win in the San Vicente. 10th race on Sunday is the Grade 3 Sabin for 4-year-olds and up at 1 mile and a 16th at Gulfstream Park. And where'd you go with this one?
Well, I was looking for a price because I don't really like to play Todd Pletcher with Joe Bravo at 5-2, but Sweet and Discreet looks like the class of the race here. I thought that the last 2 races they switched out with Devil's Cave. I can't read my own writing this morning. Devil's Cave, and those 2 are the top 2. But I like a horse called Rose to Gold. Was very impressive, winning last out at Sam Houston. You don't see many horses coming from Sam Houston back to Gulfstream. It was a $400,000 race, and Rose to Gold was very impressive last year. Actually ran in the Kentucky Oaks, won the Fantasy at Oaklawn, and she may be back to her old form. So I think Rose to Gold might be a price play here, but I'm going to take Sweet and Discreet on top.
I started to take Rose to Gold, ended up going to Private Ensign with the big effort off the layoff, and I still think could improve just a little bit as a 4-year-old. And then I like the tactical speed that this one has. Rose to Gold I would use with her. Game Day Noir, the 1, the 3 Kipling's Joy, but keying off Private Ensign, the 8 for me in the Sabine. Monday, President's Day, couple of graded stakes races, including a Derby prep out at Oaklawn Park. It's the Grade 3 Southwest for 3-year-olds at 1 mile and a 16th. And I went with a horse in here that I liked in some races we looked at last year when he was a 2-year-old, including the Kentucky Jockey Club. I picked him there, and he won it as a maiden. And really, I thought made a move forward in that race for Steve Asmussen. He's been laid off since then, working well for his debut as a 3-year-old. It's a good spot, and if he's a live Derby horse, then this is a race he certainly should have a big shot to win. 1 post position I like as well for this horse. So Tapiture is going to be the pick for me in here, and I'm going to key him in exactas, and I'm going to use Strong Mandate for Lucas, the 8, who is probably the one I would have picked if I hadn't gone with Tapiture. The 9, Ride on Curlin. And then I also went with a horse. I'll take a little flyer on the 6-horse Paganal. Maiden won his maiden at 6 furlongs, but I was just real impressed with the way he did it at Oaklawn. Got a nice number for a real troubled trip, and I thought that was impressive. And if he can improve stretching out around 2 turns, he could be a player in here at a decent price. So Tapiture's the pick for me. What about you?
I'm going to take a big swing here. I'm going to go with Bourbon Eyes on the outside.
Ooh.
Kellen Gorder has really got his horses in good spots this year, and he's spotting them well. You got a kind of a low-level jockey here, but this horse in his first 2 races has won by 2 and won by 4, and I don't think they really asked him yet. And I'm thinking when you look at strong mandate, I don't think Lucas is going to have that horse crank for this race after a little bit of a layoff. He's obviously a Derby horse. Tapiture, I could go for Tapiture, but off the Kentucky Jockey Gold Club win, I could go for Tanzanite Cat. I'm going to go for Bourbonized. I think I might get double digits outside. He's hung in 12 hole, which doesn't help, but he's shown the ability to come off the pace, and that's my play of the day. I'm going to play him on Monday, and I'm going to hope I just knock it out of the park.
Good for you.
Bourbonized for me.
I like a lot about his form. I just didn't like the post position, but if he can overcome that, certainly the ability looks like it's there. Coastline's another one that's got some quality for Mark Casse. I'm not sure that he might be better as a long sprinter, but this is a nice race, and often this gives us an early Derby. I'm thinking maybe Will Take Charge came out of here last year. Out of this race,
he came out of this one on the Rebel. I know he won a couple races before the Arkansas Derby.
Yeah,
so, I think he ran all 3 of them.
7th race is the Grade 2 Buena Vista at Santa Anita, and it's 4-year-olds and up. Fillies and mares at a mile on the turf, and this spot I thought was tough to land on anybody. I came to Miss Serendipity. Was well bet in her U.S. debut and had some trouble. Now she moves to turf, and the best race it looks like she ran down in Argentina was on the grass. Bejarano takes the mount, so I'm going Miss Serendipity from the inside, the 1 hole, and I'll key her in exactas with a couple of Tom Proctor trainees, Pontchartrain at customer base, and a Grade 1 winner, Egg Drop, out of the 2 hole for Mike Mitchell. What about you?
Those 3 are the ones I was between, and I went with Pontchartrain. Pontchartrain and Egg Drop have each won 3 in a row. Egg Drop by a total of about 6 inches. He seems to always get his nose down on the wire, and she's just tough. And Garcia has that knack of getting her there at the right time. So hard to go against Egg Drop over the last 3. But I'm going to take Pontchartrain moving up in class, stepping out from 6.5 up to a mile, and then the other horse that I liked was customer base. So Pontchartrain is the play for me.
Some fun races to play on Sunday and Monday after the earlier ones we told you about on Saturday. So it's a great long weekend of racing, and good luck on all your picks this weekend. We'll be back here for a look at the Saturday Stakes races next weekend, including the Fountain of Youth, a major Kentucky Derby prep coming up on Saturday, February 22nd down at Gulfstream Park. So we'll take a look at that one and other ones next time on the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com.